The lazy girl and the hardworking girl in a faraway village stood a humble house where a man lived with his wife and his two daughters, one born to his current wife, the other from his first wife, who had passed away. The stepmother loved her own daughter dearly, showering her with new clothes, jewelry, and the finest food. But this endless pampering made the girl lazy and vain. She spent her days admiring herself in the mirror, never lifting a finger to help around the house. Toward her stepdaughter, however, the woman was harsh and unkind. The poor girl had to sweep, wash dishes, cook, and fetch water. Every chore fell on her shoulders. Yet she never complained. Her heart was full of patience and love, and she bore it all with quiet dignity, trusting that Allah sees every hardship and rewards every sabr. Her father often noticed her exhaustion, and it pained him deeply, but fear of his wife kept him silent. One day he finally spoke. "My daughter," he said, "I'm sorry I cannot give you comfort or fine clothes," she answered gently. "Don't grieve, Abba. You've given me love, and that is the greatest wealth of all. Now let it be my turn. I will work and earn so that better days come to us, inshallah." Hearing this, the stepmother saw an opportunity. Why not send her off to work in some wealthy household? Whatever she earns will be mine. The next morning she said sweetly, "Your father is unwell. It would be best if you went out and found work in some grand house." The girl smiled. "Yes, mother, I will go." The stepmother sent her off without even a morsel of food, yet the girl thanked Allah regardless. Her father held her hand and said, "My child, remember, never refuse anyone who asks for your help, and do every task with a sincere heart." She nodded and set off on her journey, walking for days, hungry and thirsty, but never losing hope. Along the way, she came upon a withered tree. "Oh, child," it called, "break off my dry branches, so I may bloom again." She did so at once, working until the tree stood fresh and green. The tree blessed her. "May your life always be in bloom." Further on, she found a wilting vine that asked her to loosen the soil around its roots so it could breathe. She worked until her hands blistered. The vine said, "The reward of your labor will come soon." Next, a cracked oven asked her to fill its gaps with clay so it could bake bread again. She did this too, wounding her soft hands. Then she cleaned a filthy well and bathed a mud-caked dog. Each one she helped showered her with blessings in return. At last, she reached a beautiful house belonging to a group of fairies. "If you wish," they said, "you may work here. Clean these 7 rooms each day, but never ever enter the 8th room." She gave her word. A full year passed. She served faithfully and never let curiosity get the better of her. She never opened that forbidden door. The fairies were delighted. "We are pleased with your devotion. Come receive your reward." They led her into the 8th room, filled with gold, silver, jewels, and pearls. "Whatever clings to your body is yours to keep." When she stepped out, coins, pearls, and gems shimmered all over her, as though a star had descended to earth. On her way home, every tree, vine, and creature she had helped thanked her once more, gifting her fruit, bread, and sweet juice. When she reached home, she found her sick father had recovered. Father and daughter embraced in tears of joy, and the house filled with light and happiness. But when the stepmother saw her draped in gold and silver, jealousy burned within her. "Now you go," she told her own daughter, "and bring back even more wealth than her." So the stepdaughter set off on the same path. But when the withered tree asked for help, she sneered, "I won't dirty my beautiful hands." She refused everyone, the tree, the vine, the oven, the well, turning her back on each one. Eventually, she too reached the fairies' house. They gave her the same instruction. But after only a few days, curiosity got the better of her, and she opened the forbidden 8th door. Inside were snakes, frogs, and wasps, which attacked and wounded her. She fled home in pain. On her way back, none of those she had refused to help would help her in return. The well had run dry, the oven's bread had burned, and the tree's fruit hung far out of reach. When she finally arrived home, instead of gold and silver, her mother saw her covered in wounds and tattered clothes. Her father said sorrowfully, "You see, pride and laziness never bring blessing. Only hard work, gentleness, and honesty truly make a person shine." And so the stepmother and her daughter left that house forever, while the good-hearted girl lived on happily with her father, content and at peace. Moral: hard work and a sincere heart change one's fortune, and it is a pure heart, not riches, that truly turns into gold.